Hey, hey, how's everyone tonight? How's everyone tonight? Let me know that you're on. Yeah, I see some of y'all coming on right now. See some of y'all coming on right now. We're getting ready to get started. I want to ask you to like and to share so that I can get right into what I want to talk about. I believe I have some exciting information for some people that want to know how to do some great stuff. So talk to me on Instagram, talk to me if you're on YouTube, if you're on what's the other one called? Facebook. Yeah, Facebook. So I'm trying to manage all this stuff. So I'm excited and I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad to see some of the new faces. Please like this broadcast so you can let somebody know that we're on. And I want to talk about a few things tonight. Um, just from a different angle tonight so that we could hey Meg, how you doing? Hey cuz, how's everybody tonight? How everybody tonight? Um I want to talk first. I want to ask everybody again. I want everybody to like this broadcast so you can help get the word out about what I'm going to share tonight so that you can have this information. I just want you to put in the comments. I like a lot of interaction. Just put in the comments. I am creative. How are you, Lady Emma? I am creative. Put that in the comments. I am creative. Come on, y'all talk. Y'all move a little faster. Talk to me. I am creative. I am creative. Yeah, 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 yeah. I need to see more of y'all liking this broadcast. I want you to, if you're on your way home, or if you're home and you got a notepad or a pen or something, I want you to get on and get something to write with because I'm going to talk about the 5 things you need to know about being a creative. 5 things you need to know about being a creative. A lot of times we live in a time now where everybody is, talking about being creative. Some people say I'm not creative. Some people say I am creative. For some people it's a trendy thing. You think you have to be artsy. Here's what I believe. I believe that every person on the earth is creative in some way or another. Why do I believe that? Because you're created in the image and the likeness of God, and God, when he began the world, he created. So therefore, there's always creativity inside of you. It doesn't have to look like anybody else's or how anybody else's looks. It just has to be what you are creating. All right. So I want to start there because a lot of times when I'm talking to different people, whether I am in a mentoring or I call them now, I call them wisdom sessions. People are trying to figure out, how to create, and a lot of times what they struggle with is what do I do as a creative? Am I creative? Is my stuff good enough, or is there something else that I need to be doing? And I want to just talk today just to give you some information. Let me just say first about me. I am Ted. Don't mind, I live by the trade. I'm Ted. I am the CEO and founder of Ted L. Jackson Enterprise, which entails my coaching and my also consulting business that I have, where I mentor and coach people to get into their highest level of consciousness so that they can have their gifting go out into the world, as well as being in ministry. And most of you know me from Prophetic Oil, but tonight is a little different because I want to talk to the creators, those that are aspiring to be entrepreneurs, those that want to see some success and are afraid or dealing with some challenges with uh, executing. So when you look at what it means to be a creative, I really believe that It is just the expression of oneself that you give to the world. It is an expression of oneself that you give to the world. And a lot of times people think that creative is just to a specific genre, whether it be art, whether it be music, whether it be poetry or literature. But there are so many things. Everything that we have right now was created by a creative. The phone you have, the computer you have, it took somebody taking the idea and the thought in their head and taking it and believing it in enough to execute and make it come out great. Why am I saying this to you? It means that if you are alive and you are conscious, you have the ability to create. So I want to go into these 5 things. I'm not going to be long, and I want you just to hear this, and so that you know the 5 things that you need to know about being creative. Number one, the first thing you need to understand as a creative, you cannot be afraid to stand out from others. Most people who have a creative edge, real creative edge, have always felt different. Is there anybody on here that has ever felt like that? They felt different. They feel like they didn't really fit in to the crowd, or they were not the popular people, but they have very unique gifts. And as creative people, that can make us sometimes feel lonely or like we don't belong, instead of understanding the uniqueness that is a part of our gift. And so, as a creative, you cannot be afraid to stand up from others. You can't be afraid of people's opinion. You can't be afraid of what your peers might say. You can't really allow yourself to be focused on whether people embrace it or not. You have to be able to stand out from others. If you are doing what everybody else is doing, you will not be in your uniqueness. So it's real important that as a creative that you do not be afraid to stand out. Why? Because you will not be noticed if you try to follow with the crowd. As a creative, many times you have to go against the grain, and many times as a creative, you have to be able to deal with being misunderstood at times, because sometimes as a creative you are pioneering and you're a forerunner, and people may not always understand or get what you are creating or the vision that's in your head. I always tell people sometimes it takes people 5 years to understand a decision I made. I'm telling you from my reality. When you are creative, you cannot be afraid of people saying, "Why are you doing that? I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense." And for those of us that are part of the faith community, sometimes they'll even call it demonic, or they say that's not spiritual. But the truth of the matter is that is this what we let me give you a secret. What people don't understand, they label. I'm going to say it one more time. What people do not understand, they label. Why is that? Because we always have to put something in a category because we don't understand it. So they'll call it this or they call it that, and they'll mistake it as being wrong when it actually is something that's going to come to progress. I remember when people were fighting against iPads and all these things, but now everybody has an iPad. Everybody has some kind of tablet or some kind of phone. And see, when you have to be willing, like when you have to be willing to stand out, because you have to be willing to understand that to be a creator is to be a pioneer. You're doing something that people in your realm of world have never seen done before. So it takes a lot of ability and boldness to stand out. And also, when you stand out, you have to struggle. Every creative has also struggled with the imposter syndrome. Shameless plug, I have a program on my website talk about conquering imposter syndrome. It's a great program, I guarantee you. Many times we feel incompetent when we're actually doing something that other people are afraid to do. So imposter syndrome comes up, it shows up. We have questions, we have concerns. Are people really going to believe that what we're saying and what we're doing is really going to work. So it becomes really important that, as we are looking at our creativity, that we deal with that incompetent feeling that we have on the inside of us. Another reason that many of us as creators, we don't stand out is because we do not want to be criticized. We do not want to be criticized. And I want to share this with you. A lot of times, the people that are criticizing you have done nothing themselves. I never take criticism from somebody that has not produced anything. If you haven't built nothing, if you haven't established nothing, if everything that you've done has been wonderful and great and grand, and the only because it's real easy to talk about stuff from the sidelines and the grandstands. It's a whole nother thing to be in the game producing something, because there's a whole lot of people that can tell you how to do it that have never done it themselves. So when you stand out, you are actually triggering in them, and almost a way of indicting, because they feel like you're pushing beyond your own personal limitation. So it's an indictment against them for the things that they have sat on and they're too afraid to launch out. All right. So you can't, number one, you can't be afraid. You cannot be afraid to stand out from others. Celebrate. Put this in the comments. Celebrate your difference. Put it in the comments. Celebrate your difference. Come on, put it in the comments. Celebrate your difference. I'm going to wait till y'all put it in the comments. Celebrate your difference. Come on. Y'all come on, creative. You said you're creative. Come on, put it in the comments. I need to see Instagram talk to me. Come on, celebrate your difference. Celebrate that you are different and that you will go against the grain. There is no one who has ever done anything great by staying on the sidelines and not willing to take the risk to be different, because they want, and a lot of times people don't do it because they want to be accepted by the status quo. All right. So as a creative, number one, you cannot be afraid to stand out. Can't be afraid of people criticizing you, because let me tell you something. They're going to talk about you whether you do good or whether you do bad. They're going to talk about you whether you do something or you don't do something. So I'd rather be producing and criticized for production than sitting there and doing nothing. Bishop Jake said, "I never seen a critic that's doing better than me." Let's move on. Number two, and I need you to hear this. I need you to hear this, creative people. This is what I have learned. Everyone will not support you. However, you should still do it. Lean in real quick. If you ever have a strategy session with me and you say to me, "My family and my friends, they don't support me," I'm going to say to you, if all of your family and your friends, even if they did support you, you would still go out of business. When you understand that everyone's not going to support you, you don't trip, because understand the right people will support you, and that's who you need to go after. Because I want to give you another secret. Every family member is not your ideal client. All right? Here's the truth. Some people won't support you because of their own insecurities. Sometimes they won't support you because they just don't understand. If you live in a creative space, I'm going to tell you right now, you live in a space where you're going to be misunderstood. Everybody is not going to understand your drive, your vision, your goal. And you have to be okay with people not understanding why you're doing what you're doing. Correct. That's right. Sometimes I'm going to go here. People are jealous. Now, I'm not really like all into this whole hater stuff. That ain't my thing. But here's the truth. Sometimes people are jealous of the fact you are aware of your creativity and they don't know how to unlock theirs. All right. Sometimes they're upset that they feel they have more than you, but you still create stuff that gets attention and notice. So they sometimes their jealousy comes across in backhanded comments, passive aggressive jokes. Oh, you always doing something. You always got something going on. Oh, you still doing that little business now, that little thing? Are you really trying to go after that little dream? No, what it is saying to you is, I'm afraid to launch, but you have the guts to launch even if you fail. Now, another reason that everyone won't support you is also this, is because sometimes it takes people a while to get what you are doing. Some people will not get on the train until the train has been running for a minute. Let me tell you personally, there are some people who are not supporting, who just started supporting because they want to see, will I be consistent enough? Some people want to see, will you start and will you finish what you started? Now here's where the problem comes in with us as creatives. I'm included. We have a whole lot of ideas, but we don't always execute. And if we execute, we fall off. And I don't want to go into all that, but sometimes it's because people just need to sit back and see, are you really have you bought into this thing? And another reason that people don't support you is sometimes because you haven't bought into who you are and your gift and your talent. All right. So number one, 5 things you need to know about being creative. Number 1, do not be afraid to stand out from others. Number 2, everyone will not support you. However, you should still do it. Now, listen to number 3. Number 3 thing you need to know as a creative is this: your excuses are not convenient. Put that in the comments. I should have you put every point in the comments, but put this point: your excuses are not convenient. Put it in the comments. Your excuses are not convenient. Listen to this quote, and you probably heard it before. Come on, I need y'all to talk back to me. Put it in the comments. My excuses are not convenient. Listen to this quote. Excuses are tools of incompetence, used to build bridges to nowhere and monuments of nothingness, and those who use them seldom specialize in anything else. I heard this statement. I want you to hear this. A good excuse is just an exaggerated lie. Are you listening to me? A good excuse is just an exaggerated lie. What do you mean? Many times as creative, our excuses cover our insecurities. We cover our own insecurities. We cover our own insecurities when we make excuses. Excuses are exaggerated lies. Let me say this to you, and I wrote this down. Excuses are self-handicapping behavior that keeps us from from progress and hurts our motivation. Sometimes the biggest hater is yourself because you don't believe in you. And let me go for those of you who are on here. You don't believe in the God in you. When your excuses are not convenient, and listen to this, the more excuses you make, the harder it will be to get it done. If you're like me, I can push stuff off. I can push stuff off. I can push stuff off. And I am a master procrastinator. I am shifting now. Let me take that out of consciousness and say I am working through becoming more effective at follow through. Bring that into awareness. So your excuse as a creative, your excuses are not convenient. They're not convenient to your creativity. They're not convenient to your productivity. They're not convenient to you launching. And I'm going to tell you something. They are not convenient to you getting income. I need you to hear what I'm saying. So another thing about excuses that you need to hear is this: excuses lead to future regret. How many of us sit here, and I need as many of you that can to like and share this, like this as well, is that a lot of times, many of us have lived in regret of that which we have not executed on. Well, I'm going to share this, and this is going to be a part of my program in September. There's a book called The 5 Regrets of the Dying. I suggest you read it. The 5 Regrets of the Dying. It was written by a hospice nurse, and she pulled out the 5 regrets of those that are getting ready to transition. It will change how you live your life. It will change how you live your life. I'm telling you, get the book. We're going to talk about it in the fall, but that's a whole nother story. Number 4. Let me go back over them again. Number 1, do not be afraid to stand out from others. Number 2, everyone will not support you. However, you should still do it. Number 3, your excuses are not convenient. Listen to number 4. Accept that everything you create will not get praise or be successful. Success, listen to this, is in the execution, not in the praise. A lot of us, I'm going to say it this way, we execute to get a like and a share and a follow instead of executing to execute or creating to create. I want to share something with some of you. Just because you like it does not mean everybody else will love it. Just because you like it does not mean that everyone else will like it. I want to give you another secret, if you're creative. You will not be celebrated for your accomplishments by everybody. You will not always be celebrated for your accomplishments. All right? Let me help some of you who stop because you don't get a whole lot of celebration. The lack of acknowledgement doesn't mean it's bad. It just may mean that it's the wrong time. I'm saying so much stuff right now. Praise or success is not the end goal. The end goal is to create. Who am I helping tonight? Who am I helping? So when you accept that everything is not about praise, is not about acknowledgement, it's not about likes and shares, because you can't. Let me give you another secret. You can't take likes and shares to the bank unless you're investing in Facebook stock. You cannot take likes and shares to the bank. Likes and shares do not cash checks. So here's where we are. We don't focus on the praise. We don't focus on the success. We create to execute. We create to see success, and we create to see to the successes in the execution or the accomplishment. And our focus is to make sure that whatever we're accomplishing, we're doing it because we want to put the idea out there. Now, this is my last one, number 5. Persistence will keep you going. My late mentor used to say, if you don't quit, you will make it. Let me give you a key to persistence. Always remember why you started. You hear me? Always remember why you started. You started for a reason. You launched for a reason. You pushed for a reason. And that reason is what is pushing you to continue to go. Always be persistent in pursuing your goal and the desire that you have. Here's the other thing why we persist. Why creative will keep persistence, will keep you going. Because the future is endless to people that don't give up. The future is endless to people that don't give up. You have to be so focused that even if everyone else falls off, you're going to keep on plowing. You're going to keep on going. You're going to keep on. Let me tell you something. Lasting success takes time. Instant success does not last. All right? So you got to keep going. You can't stop. You got to understand there are endless opportunities and possibilities to people that will continue to go and continue to pursue. Many times, this is what I have seen with people. Many times, people give up too soon before they strike gold. I don't know if you've ever seen the meme where two guys are they're underground and they're striking, and one guy gives up just before he hits all of these diamonds. It's like a cartoon meme. He was almost to the goal, but he gave up too soon. Can I ask you a question? I want to ask you a question. And that's what I want to ask you. What did you give up on that would have caused you to strike your treasure? What have you given up on that you should have pushed beyond the criticism, the insecurities, or whatever? What did you give up on that you said, well, I'm not getting the support that I want, so I'm just going to throw it away? Can I give you a secret? Sometimes it takes some businesses 7 years just to be profitable. And we think because we did something for 3 months and it didn't work, we need to let it go. Somebody put in the comments. Somebody put in the comments, I'm not giving up this time. Put in the comments, I'm not giving up this time. So the minute we get a little criticism, the minute we don't, our family don't support us and they don't buy our stuff and they don't invest. Can I tell y'all a secret right now? Can I tell y'all a secret? Can I tell y'all a secret? It's just us. Can I put yes in the comments if I can tell you a secret? Can I tell y'all a secret? Put yes in the comments if I can tell y'all a secret. I got to tell y'all something. I want to put out this disclaimer. Somebody put yes in the comments. I'm this disclaimer. I love all of my family and friends. I love absolutely all of them. But let me tell you the truth. Let's talk. If I waited for my family and friends to support what I do, to execute and launch, I would never launch anything. Did you hear what I said? If I waited, let me give y'all even some good quote. If I waited for some close family members to support what I do, I would never launch. So the excuse that I don't get the support. No, let me tell you something. You don't need support. You need customers if you're in business. I don't need supporters. I need customers. I need clients. I need paying customers. Because most times, family members and friends, they want a discount or they want it for free. All right. So this is what I want to say to you. 5 things you need to know about being creative. Number one, do not be afraid to stand out from others. Number two, everyone will not support you. However, you should still do it. Number three, your excuses are not convenient. Number four, accept that everything you create will not garner praise or success. Number five, persistence will keep you going. So, listen, I need you to understand the world is waiting on you. It's waiting on your gift. It's waiting on your talent. It's waiting on your ability. It's waiting on you to be able to create something that will change the world. And I want you to know that you have the ability to take what you have and become successful and to become great and to become awesome. But unless you are willing to walk through these 5 things, you will not see a certain level of success. Listen to this. My mentor, my coach says this: success leaves clues. Success leaves clues. And those success secrets can help you to launch, to execute, and to see what you need to see. Now, listen. First thing I want you to understand tonight. Tonight, I'm really not. I'm talking to creatives, to entrepreneurs. This we are pivoting Ted L. Jackson to really be a support and a help, and to be able to teach those that need to gain some tools to do some things outside of the church, the 4 walls, and some who are in the kingdom. And I mostly attract people who are people of faith. And so and that is my heart for you. But I also understand that a lot of people need tools and information and skill sets, and it's somebody that has experience on executing and seeing results that they may not have seen before. So this is what I want to do. I want to invite you all to a class that I am teaching on August 27th. Somebody put August 27th in the comments. August 27th in the comments. August 27th in the comments. I want to see if somebody put that in the comments. I want to make sure y'all are still there. Y'all are still alive. Y'all talking to me. Come on. Let's talk a little while. August 27th. Come on. It's enough of y'all in there. It's enough of y'all in here. I want to invite you to my class called Creative Impartation 3.0, which will be held on August 27th at 9 a.m. This class is specifically for people that are and want to create and want the opportunity to be able to take what their idea and execute. I how do I want to say this? I know what it takes to execute and to be successful. I want to say that very humbly. Humbly, I want to say that to you. I know what it takes to succeed, to push a vision out, and to see success. All right. So, on what you will learn in this class is that you will get live teaching on the mindset of being a creative, the tools of being creative, taking an idea, taking a thought from idea to execution. We're going to talk about experimentation, and also I'm going to be teaching how to find your tribe and how to begin to build your tribe. All right. So I want you to be able to get this information. I'm just want to pull up this flyer so that I can put it here. Now, listen, I want this to be an intimate setting. I'm only limited to a specific number of people. Now, the investment for this particular course, let me put it up, the flyer, is $97. You're going to get live Q&A. You're going to get the creative library. I want to give you books that are specifically for creative people and deal with those kind of issues. I'm going to give you the creative affirmations. You're going to get creative affirmations to say to yourself when you hit a block, because all creatives hit a block. I'm going to show you how to continually have a creative well come out of you. I'm telling you, and I'm saying this very humbly, I am a creative well. I'm going to give y'all a secret right now. You never have to worry about people copying your idea when you're creative, because you never stop creating. I don't worry about people that imitate me. It's actually a sign of flattery, because what they have just created, I'm already in the next year of what I'm creating. So they can have that because I have something else that's coming down the pipe. So you'll get that. You get an opportunity to get the affirmations. You're going to get some templates, some checklists, all for $97. I'm telling you right now, this course alone in value is worth over $500. And you'll get an opportunity to work with me in the fall for our coaching intensive. Just for attending this class, you'll get it at a rate that I'm not giving to the general public. I want you to hear me. So if you go to tedljackson.com/events, I want you to go there and you can register for the class. I want this class to be intimate. I want us to be able to be engaging. I want you to be able to get the information and the tools that you want. How long will you sit on the sidelines before you start seeing your idea take wings and fly? This class starts on the 27th of August from 9 a.m. to 11. And if you've ever been in any of my creative impartation classes, they are exciting. They're full with a wealth of information. And the outcome is you will have what you need to execute an idea, to execute a thought, and to begin to build success. If you're stuck, if you want to know how I create and produce, how I produce, come to this class. It's on the 27th of August. Registration is limited to a specific number of people because I want to be able to be hands-on and answer any questions that you have so that you can have the information and the tools to be able to get what you need. You need to launch this year. You need to create something this year. You need to get out of the side the stands and get in the game. I'm calling some of you who have become comfortable sitting on the side. It's time for you to show up. It's time for you to shine. It's time for you to take your wings and soar. So on the 27th, I'm encouraging you, I'm calling you to join me for Creative Impartation 3.0. You will not, I can guarantee you, you will not regret coming to this class. And I will even venture to say, if you say you have gotten nothing out of this class, I will give you your money back. But because I know the value that I bring, and I don't just give anything, anybody that's been with me for years, I know for assurance that this class will benefit you. So what do you need to do? Some of you need to stop sitting on the sideline and you need to participate in your own rescue. Stop looking for somebody to save you. Stop looking for a big break and start participating and start seeing some of these ideas and thoughts you have to begin to bring them into manifestation. How are you going to do that? By having the tools that are necessary to create the life that you want. How will you do that? You will do that by making the decision to invest in yourself and invest in your craft and invest in your life. Here's what I find crazy, and I just had a discussion with somebody a few days ago, is that people will complain about the price of getting skills that can change their life, but they'll buy depreciating assets with no question. Because those shoes you buy, those clothes you buy are not going to make you any more money. But if you can execute an idea that becomes lucrative, it will give you money after money after money. It'll repeat itself. So all I'm saying to you, it's time to make a different decision. Invest in yourself. Spend 2 hours getting information and tools to execute your idea and walk in your creativity. Because I know for a truth that everyone on this live and that will listen to the replay has creativity in them. The question is, are you going to continue to procrastinate? Will you continue to stop? Will you continue to make excuses? Or will you take we're coming up to the last 4 months of this year and say, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do something different and I'm going to do something great. Lady M, if you got something out of this session, this is not even a tenth of what the 27th of August is going to bring you. And there's going to be some bonuses that I'm going to throw in there. And what I'm going to do tonight is this. If you sign up today for the creative class, you're going to get a complimentary strategy session with me. There are people that come to my mentorship just for the one-on-one experience. And that's what it is. And it's an experience. If you sign up for this class only today, this is the only for today. If you sign up for the class today, you will get a complimentary strategy session with me. And my strategy sessions are $575 an hour. And anybody that has been in a strategy session with me will tell you, you don't just leave with a whole lot of fluff and hype. You leave with specific strategies that if you execute, you will start seeing success. I know that for a fact. So if you sign up tonight, you'll get that strategy session. We'll get it scheduled. And after the class, we'll sit down one-on-one and you'll have me for an entire hour to give you a strategy to execute that will begin to cause you to see success. So what I want to encourage you on tonight is that you need to sign up today to get that strategy session. $97 is a good deal. So I want to encourage you tonight. Go to the website, tedljackson.com/events. Go there and you will see, you'll be able to get registered for the event. I want you to go right now, and I want you to be able to go. You're going to see the flyer there. Sign up for the class, participate in your own rescue, and start seeing results that you want to see. This is what I want you to do also for me. If you got a takeaway from the class, post it and tag me in it. Let me know what you took away from tonight. I'm going to be back on next Monday, this same time, giving out more tools, giving out more value so you can have more information. I want to encourage you, go to tedojackson.com//events, register for the class, get that free strategy. I'm only offering it today. And I want you to have the success that you so deserve to have. Listen, meet me here next Monday at 7 p.m. I'm going to be sharing some more information. I'm not going to put the title out yet, but I'm telling you, if you like tonight and this was tremendous value to you, come back next week and I'll give you more. Listen, love you all. Make sure if you're on YouTube, on Facebook, you're following the page, you're liking the page. If you're on Instagram, make sure you're following, and make sure you hit that bell to be notified when I go live every Monday at 7 p.m. I want to see you here next week to get more information. Remember, sign up for the class. Go to the website today so you can get that special strategy session. I'm telling you, it is worth the investment. It's worth the time. Participate in your own rescue and become and see a different outcome in 2022 than any other year you've seen before. Love you all, and I will see you all on next Monday for some more empowering information. Love you all. Take care.